You just never know. You never know what's going on in somebody's life, do you? You just never know. What up, round up homies? Come on in. Come on in. It's an honor to hang out with y'all tonight. Because you never know. My boy Nate's on here. This dude is a monster. Round up. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Make yourself at home, even though you are at home. It is my honor to prostitute my body for you to bring you this information because I think you need to see this stuff. I think you need to see this stuff. Come on in. It is my honor to serve you. You know what I learned? Service never goes out of style. I keep telling my daughters, service never goes out of style. You know, there's always the ability to serve, man. It's always the ability to serve my daughter, your family, extended family, community, and then the market abroad, right? It's always a good time to serve. So tonight, thank you for joining us. I am Chris Haskins. Nice ring to it. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. And doing that, I just wanted to share with you an offer that we came in the other day. I did a video about this exact same stuff over the weekend, right? But I got so many emails. Thank y'all for watching. I got a bunch of emails, so I want to do a comparison and a contrast of what my life looked like or what the market looked like right around 2009, 10, 11, 12. Matter of fact, we're going to go back. We're going to take a trip through time tonight. Let's go on a journey together. A journey in numbers, markets, real estate, ups and downs, sale price, list price, sales price. And I'll take all questions, but I have to honor my members. There's a button right down there. You'll see join our members. It's the price of a Starbucks coffee a month. I figured I would like to give my busy professionals just a little something extra. So when we have guests on, you can ask your questions first so you can go out and deploy. So a couple of things I want to give you guys. It's always an honor to serve you guys. So today is the last day for registration for the mobile home masterclass. I got my friend Stephanie McAniff is going to be coming on tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Wednesday, February 24th. She's going to be training us on how to buy and sell mobile homes. She's a mobile home park owner, and she's a broker. So she buys and sells this stuff and manages this stuff every day. So early registration ends tonight for that. Don't miss out on that. My mentor, I'm sure you've heard me talk about him, Lonnie Scruggs, was actually one of her mentors too. So it's crazy how it's a small world. Lonnie Scruggs, good God Almighty, the man. So tonight, early registration will end tonight. All right, so come on over. And then I got my boy Jordan Taylor. If you remember a few months back, I was in Baltimore, Maryland, in the DC, a little bit outside of the DC area. This guy brought a 10-unit multifamily property at the auction in Baltimore. So I'm going to have him on tomorrow to tell us how he closed on it, what is he doing with it, what type of repairs is he doing, how are the tenants that he inherited when he got in there. So it's going to be a good one. That's going to be tomorrow, 7:30. My friend Jordan. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that stuff. Get your questions in the chat. Hey, good evening. Good evening. So today I want to talk to you guys about the market. Oh my Lord, this market is going crazy. So we're going to be sharing you some stats, some numbers, and I'm going to show you an offer that we just got on a property, right? We listed it, I can't even count how many showings we had in the first day. And so we decided to go with this offer here. So you're going to see that you're going to see that offer right now. I'm going to go over the numbers. I'm going to show you whose name it's in, not the buyer, but the seller. Because you got to get out of putting these houses in your name. You better stop doing it. So let's do this tonight. I'm honored to share this stuff with you. So cool to be able to hit that thumbs up button too for optimization purposes. And the registration for the mobile home masterclass is in the video link. I'm sorry, in the video description below. So you're going to see that if you head down to the video description. And it's just a price of a couple tanks of gas to hang out with somebody that's actually doing this business. Isn't that cool? Stephanie's doing it. If you want to register for the the mobile home masterclass 2-day event, that link is in the video description. Okay. So let's do this. I got a whole bunch of slides for you. Let's start off with this one here. Which one we gonna do first? Which one we gonna do? Okay, view. How do we do this? View. Zoom, 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 zoom. I mean, it's crazy. It's unreal, the market. So obviously, I have to give you the market from my perspective, which is in the Hampton Roads area. So let's do this so y'all see. So check this out. So this is Roundup. If you remember, well, here's the thing. From in my opinion, the market is at the top. If you look at this, y'all. Median sales price, we were up 10%. That means this same time, look at this, y'all. This same time back in 2020, houses were selling at $239. Now they're selling the same house for 264,000. What is that? That's $25,000. We're up almost 11% now. And last month it was 11. It was over 11%, almost 12%. So what are these numbers telling me? This is January, right? This is market to market year over year. Pending sales are up 22%. That's houses are getting listed and they're selling for. I mean, they're selling in record time. I'm going to show you some comparisons to 2000. Oh man! So we're going to go over this contract too. Look at these numbers from. What I want to share with you is this it? Yeah. There's the contract we're going to go over together. So look at these numbers here. It's just unreal, y'all. Oh, let me do this so you see the whole screen. Sorry about that. Y'all hit that thumbs up, please. Look at this. Look at this. It's going to blow your mind. So I got in the game 2004. The blue line, if you see here, is median sales price, sold price of settled sales. Red line is median list price. That's when it goes pending. So look at this 2004-5. We got blue line and the red line here, right? They're pretty much the same. Houses are selling for right around what they are listed for, right? Look at this, y'all. Let's keep on going up. Hold on a second so y'all can see me. So look, I mean, if you could just look at this is almost a vertical line for appreciation. Look at this from 150. Look over here, 150 to 200,000. The prices are just going through the roof, straight up. This is 2004, 2005, right? Well, matter of fact, we can back up to 2003. This is right when I was getting into business. Super healthy market. And if you notice, as prices are going up, list price and sales prices are going up. This black dotted line here, that represents the average days on the market. So 2004-5 days on the market were 37 days. We got blue and red. List price is just about the same as sold price. But if you get up here 2007, this is right when the bubble was just busting. People still trying to, so they're listing houses in red, but they're selling in the blue. So we're listing. So a house would be listed for 259, but it would actually sell for 230. That's when you see the market starting to cool off, transitioning over to a buyer's market. So what's the difference? Seller's market is when the sellers, like me, I'm a seller now, we get to dictate the rules on all this stuff here. We're going to go over sold price, closing costs, inspection stuff, inspection repairs. We're going to go over appraisal. Wait till you see this appraisal contingency, earnest money deposit, and closing day. We're going to go over all that stuff here tonight over the next few minutes. I won't keep you all night. I felt like I wanted to share this stuff. You got to know. So we got here 2010. List price is way up here. Sold price way down there, right? So market's cooling off. Cool, going down. All right, so we hit 2011. So since 2011, 12, we've been going up. Just a steady, healthy market. But look at this. 2019, boom. Now we got coronavirus here, 2020, right? Hitting. What I'm seeing is these numbers here are going to look a lot like over here, 2020, going to look at like 2004-5. And Ron LeGrand even told me, Chris, we're going to have the roaring 20s. He told me that as I'm sitting down with him. So once again, you can look at the days on the market, 38 days. Now just imagine the days on the market, you list a house today. It's off the market in 30 days. That means they had an offer almost the same day they listed it. And the only way that people are even seeing the houses that we're doing, because almost the first person that comes in to look at our house, we get an offer. So nobody even gets, I'm like, I'm like the model or the bodybuilder that goes out, does all this work in the gym. We do all this construction. We spend 60, 70, $80,000 on construction, and nobody gets to see it. Like the bodybuilder that does all the work, working out, has to wear a trench coat all the time, never gets to compete, right? That's how I feel. No one gets to see our houses. So my channel, I'm glad that I get to share with you what these houses look like when we get done. So what's keeping these houses going up? What determines the value of prices? The cost of money. The cost of money. If you look here, mortgage rates, what is that? 2%. I just pulled this over the weekend. Cost of money up, values of houses down. Harder to get money, right? Cost of money down, value of houses go up. Period. That's just how it works. Ease of getting the money will determine the market price of these houses. That's how it works, right? I didn't make the rules. I'm just kind of going by them so you guys can see that. Period. So right now, cost of the money. Here's the thing with real estate investors, we consider it as 2%. We consider that free money. They're printing it everywhere. I know some people are struggling out there, but I promise you, there is money everywhere in the system. It's everywhere. Shit, they're giving it away, right? They're loaning it out, trillions of dollars. They're loaning it out. So let's try to get your hands on some of it, okay? So you've seen our market here. You've seen the days on the market. You've seen interest rates are low. So now we're in a seller's market. But what does that look like? I'm getting ready to show you something. So we got an offer amongst many offers on all of our houses. We received an offer. So I'm going to do a quick comparison of what I have seen in the past compared to this offer that came in. And this is just one. This could be anybody. I could show you this on several other houses that we've done. These contracts are completely different as opposed to dealing with a buyer's market. And let me stay here for a minute. Markets can change real quick. I remember back in 2012, 13, the markets can shift real fast. So you think you're doing real good. You're flying high, right? You're in the middle of a seller's market. Big, bad seller. I make the rules, right? Next thing you know, that market flip-flop. Market do a flip-flop on you like John Witherspoon. Is it Witherspoon? Yeah, I think that's his name. Do a flip-flop on you. The market can go from a seller's market to a buyer's market real quick, yo. I remember the old dudes telling me that you can go from seller's market to a buyer's market. That's why I need you to understand what a seller's market looks like, right? So you can kind of anticipate what's coming. Are we in a buyer's market or a seller's market? Seller's market means the seller determines and dictates the rules in the marketplace, okay? And don't forget, if you're interested in joining our membership, there's a little button or join right there where you can join and get your questions answered first for all of our guests. Tomorrow we got a good one, Jordan coming on. All right, let's look at this offer we get in, y'all. So I won't keep you all night tonight. You saw the market. Active listings. Look at this. I mean, last year, 6,600 listings. This year, 3,600. We're down 3,000. That means there's just no inventory in the market. No inventory. Settled sales up 33%. Good Lord, man. This is just scary. Good thing about I'm honored that I can share with you. I feel like I'm an OG now. I've been around. I can share with you the old way, how it was. Now, comparison over time, what it looks like. This looks exactly. I haven't seen anything like this since 2004, 5, 6. And I just showed you those numbers. You can see it. Let's look at it one more time. 2004, 5, 6. Prices going through the roof. Crazy. Days on market. Fast forward 2020, prices going through the roof, days on market, same thing. So guys, we are in it. Okay, so here's the offer here. Can y'all see this? Make sure you can see this. Yep, y'all can see it. So here's the offer here. See the date there, which was last week. The buyer, I blocked out the buyer's name. I didn't want to blow them up. And the seller is us. Here we go. Remember, guys, we never put houses in our name. We don't even put them in our LLC name, right? Our LLC's name. So you can see here, the seller is us, the 223 Trust. What the hell is that? I have no idea, right? Just a name. That is the address, street number. We buy houses in trust for anonymity purposes, okay? And I recommend you to do the same. If you don't have trust or you don't understand how land trusts work, matter of fact, I'll put a link in the video description for that. You can go back to one of our land trust classes that'll walk you right through that. All right, so that's our seller. And first thing I want to talk to you about is what's our first bullet point here tonight? List price versus sold price. List price versus sold price. I should have put sales price. Okay, so let's look at that. What is that, Chris? So I'll show you here. What was the list price on this property? Here we go. I don't want to show you too many pictures inside because I'm gonna have a video coming up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are and hit that bell. You'll be able to see the complete renovation of this one as we came in. I think we put 60,000 into these houses, and 60,000 is not a lot of money. Stop thinking that real estate is cheap and this construction 2x4s are to the roof. They're 4 times as what they used to cost. 2x4 used to be $2 some, now it's up to $7, right? Just going up. So we had this house listed for $242,000. So let's look at the offer that came in. So that's the list price. And then our offer is, here we go. That's our offer. Offer came in at $255,000, right? So that's $12,000 over asking price. Okay. So that is one of the key indicators of us being in a seller's market. Remember, seller dictates and determines the direction of the market, and they dictate the rules. So list price $242, sales price $255. Now I know a lot of you. I got a lot of emails saying, "Well, Chris, what about the appraiser? What if the appraiser doesn't come in?" I'm going to share that with you too. You're going to see this offer, what the buyer did to for as far as a contingency if the house didn't appraise. So let's skip down here while we're on this slide. Earnest money. I remember when the market was crashing, you round up, y'all. We would get earnest monies $250, $250, $100. I remember getting that. I'm like, man, shit, just take it. Just take it. I don't care what it is. I'm just glad to get an offer, right? So that's going to be a buyer's market where the buyer dictates earnest money. And the earnest money is nothing but the consideration to make the contract valid. And I know there's a bunch of ways to do consideration, but generally speaking, with realtors, not realtors, they have money for earnest money, right? As opposed to consideration. It could be, I don't know, shoes, love and affection, a car, anything. So let's look at this. The earnest money deposit here is $1,000. Okay, you can see right there, number two, $1,000. So this offer came in pretty strong. And let me see if I can show you. Did I show you all that text message that came in? Let me see. Just to show you the mindset. I want to show you the mindset of this buyer. See if I can get that text that came in. This was quite interesting. See if I can get it. They sent a text as they were showing the property. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. Here's the text message this is the buyer that made that offer. Okay. So check this out, y'all. Chris, the realtor, this is Smitty. He shows all the properties. The realtor said they would be submitting a strong offer. This is the offer we're looking at right now. The client has been looking for 2 months, 2 months, and has been outbid on many properties. They're tired and really want this house. So round up, when you've been looking for a lot of properties or looking, you see Todd talk to the other realtors too. When you've been looking at houses and you've been losing, people get sick of it. They get tired. I want you to see that, y'all. So they want to make sure that they put their best foot forward when making an offer. If you're a seller nowadays, you just listed, and let's think about being a seller during these turbulent times, right? Can you imagine being a seller? You're living in the home, you got to list your house. They got the coronavirus, people getting sick, people dying, getting infections, transmitting the disease, all that stuff, the virus, and you're living in the house. You got to sell it. Think about buyers. Do they really want to come in and look around, risk contracting the virus, right? So investors like us, we don't even have to worry about that because we don't even occupy the houses. It's just sitting vacant. So the buyers can come and go as they please at any time. So that is one of the advantages of being an investor at this time, right? As opposed to mom and pop, they got to clean up, they got to leave the property, buyers got to come in, just crazy. So that's another advantage of the market right now for investors, okay? So we got, so you've seen, what did you see? Purchase price. Let me put a check there. You start earning some money. Closing costs. Closing costs. Let me tell you about closing costs back in 2010 and beyond, and until now. Well, let's say 2010 to 19. Every time I would have to do a deal, I would generally have to pay closing costs 3%. Okay, you see that? Small 3% buyer's closing costs. What is that? I remember when I was doing my home investors training. Larry Luigi would say, well, a lot of people would say, I don't want to pay closing costs. You pay it. Well, Miss Smith, if you want to sell your house, somebody has to pay closing costs. I don't know if it'll be you or whether it's me. If we list it with a realtor and the buyer comes in, generally speaking, most buyers don't have enough for a down payment and closing costs. Closing costs are usually roughly 3%. So when $250,000, what is that? 3.6. That's like $7,500 on 250, right? So usually we have to cover that 7,000 for the buyer. Okay, but let me show you this. So this is what the offer came in here. Here we go. Number 4, settlement expenses for the buyer. Usually this is like 7,000, but this buyer said, you know what? Buyer requests $0 in assistance and closing costs from seller. 0, right? Isn't that cool? I mean, I'm just telling y'all, this is the market that we're in right now. This is the market. I want you to see that this is I am living in this market. So I want you to know, if you're out there, this is not the best time to be buying an owner-occupied property. It's not the best time. Not to say that you can't do it. You know, we still got foreclosures coming. Still got people that are behind in mortgage payment. We still got people getting sick, job transfer, job, loss of job. All that stuff still happens. People still dying. However, generally speaking, the market is so healthy right now. If you can wait, just pump the brakes, okay? So that is closing costs. And let me share with you what else. Round up, we didn't even put a refrigerator in this property. So let me show you this. So these are the items. I'm still here on buyer's closing costs and buyer's assistance. So you can see here they want, this is all the stuff that was included. But look, refrigerator. They didn't even put an X on the refrigerator. So we didn't put one. What I learned years ago, Roundup, you can get a tip. Stop putting refrigerators in these houses. Stop putting them in there. What I learned in the past, I put a refrigerator in there, and then they want to change it out, get something different. And then what I started to do was they say, well, put a refrigerator in before closing. Yeah, before they bought it. They put that down. Then I go buy an $800 one. They be mad at me because they want a $2,000 refrigerator. So now it's almost like a negotiating tool that I can use, right? So they could have asked for one. Or we could look at other offers that would possibly not want a refrigerator, right? So this saved us $1,500, $1,500, right? So stop putting them in there. Even if we're in a buyer's market, if you don't put it in there, let the buyer ask. Let them ask for a refrigerator. Don't just give them what you think they want. But I will tell you, if they do ask, just give them a credit. Don't pick out refrigerators for people. You will never make buyers happy. Oh, God. My hat's off to the realtors out there. Man, how do y'all make these people happy? It's got to be challenging. It is a skill for y'all to go out here and do this. It's a skill. My hat's off to you. I do love y'all. I don't know how you do it, because buyers, they're very, very picky. So we were putting refrigerators in. I remember one time the guy we were going to give him a storm door. He got mad at us because we didn't give him the right handle on the storm door and hold up closing on a handle. What? I'm like, this is man. I'm not saying I could never be a realtor, but God didn't bless me with that skill, right? Okay, so we're done with buyer's assistance. In the past, I would have to give them refrigerator, 3% closing costs. So that adds up to like $9,000-$10,000 for the refrigerator and closing costs, right? And I remember having some buyers that are veterans, getting a VA loan, Veterans Administration loan. They can borrow up to 6% closing costs, right? So that is closing costs is what we pay on behalf of the buyer. I still have to pay my closing costs too, right? So we're having even in this market, the realtors are slashing their commission, to make the deal work. It's really cool. It's really quite interesting. But keep in mind, this ain't gonna be forever. Ain't gonna be forever. My mentor used to say, Chris, don't get excited about when the market goes up. Just like you're not gonna get excited when it goes down. You gotta stay cool. You can see my demeanor. I'm not necessarily bouncing off the walls because I've been there where I've had to bring money to closing. I've been there. Can't get mad. You can't get mad when the market goes down, just like you can't get super excited when the market goes up. It's just part of life. It's just part of being a real estate investor. Okay. Let's keep going here. What is our next bullet to talk about in the seller's market? Inspection requests. Inspection requests. You're going to like this one. So let's see. As they were putting the offer in, here we go. Requested repairs. So they do want to get an inspection. Where is that at? No, close and go. We did that. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I've been putting this thing together for y'all. Okay, here. D, letter D. Property inspection. The buyer they desire to get a property inspection, but the buyer will request no repairs. Home inspection is for pass or fail only. So they did their inspection the other day. Passed. They said it was everything. Obviously, we do everything. I mean, 60,000, we did everything. But let me tell you what usually happens, especially in the buyer's market. They'll do the home inspection. The home inspector will go in, crawl under the house, go in the attic, check all the doors, windows, all the electrical outlets, all that stuff, all the cabinets, make sure the cabinets, faces, closed door, the drawers. They come back with this long list, 2 pages full of just little things. Siding might be bent, a piece of metal on a wrap, something that can easily be fixed, but it's time. It's going to take time, right? So we used to have about $2,000 in repairs. Huh? Stupid Bixby. I ain't saying nothing. So usually we'll get a long list of stuff, right? I'm like, I send the guys in there, right? $2,000. But look at this, y'all. No repairs. And actually, look what they did. They scratched through the requested repairs. So to let us know, listen, if you accept our offer, Mr. Seller, which is us, we don't want you to fix anything. Now, it's not that there will be a lot to fix because we did 95% of everything. What I'm doing is just giving you a little comparison on what it is now as opposed to what it was years ago. So this is making it easy for me to pick this offer. You're talking about making your offer a lot stronger, right? So repairs. Buyer's market, they want us to fix everything. Seller's market, don't want to fix nothing. So I'm letting you know, in the seller's market, they don't want us to fix anything. Appraisal. So I know a lot of you are saying, well, Chris, the purchase price was $250. What if it doesn't appraise for $255? Actually, Chris, what if it doesn't appraise for the $255? Well, that's a good question. Same thing I was thinking. So what did they do? This buyer here put something called an appraisal contingency in here. Look at this. Other provisions. Let me zoom in one more. The buyer agrees. Number 20, buyer agrees to pay $5,000 over the appraisal price, not to exceed the total purchase price of $255,000. Okay. So what does that mean? Let me put this here so you can see that. Sorry about that. Buyer agrees to pay $5,000 over. That means, good God Almighty. If the buyer, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to work this thing. That means if our appraisal comes in, let's say, okay, so the purchase price that we agreed on is $255. Let's say the appraisal comes in at $250, right? This buyer is willing to bring the other $5,000 to make this deal work, right? So they're going to bring the $5,000 out of their pocket to close this deal, right? So this, once again, is another arrow up. We got so many arrows up on this one. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's a strong offer. I got to give it to them. They made a very strong offer, regardless of the appraisal. So this is what it looks like when you're making offers in a seller's market, right? So we got appraisal contingency. And closing date. Look at this. So generally speaking, y'all know what day it is, 14. Generally speaking, the buyer, all these loans, it takes about 45 days for a lender to underwrite a loan. So they're using FHAs, a government-backed loan. Generally speaking, I'm sure they're already approved, no doubt. So the underwriting, they got to mail docs there. They got to scan stuff in. You got to get signatures. You got to get approvals. You got to have certain people's eyes looking at it. It's got to go through another approval process, a second eyes opinion, so much stuff, right? But these people put a 30-day closing. Now, whether they'll be able to close in 30 days, I highly doubt it. But still, I'm sure that they're going to try because they're sick of looking around for houses. I'm telling you, no inventory on the market, No, not none, but as soon as it comes out, this house was sold in 3 days. 3 days. Closing date. They want to close quickly. They want us to know that, listen, they're serious. And this is competition. This is what you're going to have to do, y'all, if you're making offers in a seller's market. I want you to see. I want y'all to see. I don't want to hold nothing back from you because soon I'm going to be coming back on this same broadcast. I'm going to be sharing you offers in a buyer's market. So before closing date, I want to do a comparison. Do we do that? Appraisal contingency. Let me back up to the appraisal contingencies on in the buyer's market. Ain't no appraisal contingencies because you're listing the house for $242. You better be glad to get an offer at $230, right? So you don't got to worry about that. Closing date. Usually, I've had people push me out for 60 days. Chris, I just remember it's like, damn, I want to. Mike Crumbine's like, Chris, try to make all offers work. Try to make them work. We always try to make them work, but 60 days, I remember doing those. I'm like, damn, do I want to do that? Because see, in real estate, when you say no to an offer, not now because we have multiple offers, but generally in the buyer's market, when you say no to an offer, you never know when that next buyer's coming around. It could be another 2 months for a buyer to come around, right? So you try to kind of make those, or try to make them work if you can. So closing date, buyer's market, 60. Most I've done is 60 days. Seller's market, look at that, 30 days. All right. So you have seen what it looks like. Y'all. I had to share that with you. Crazy. Make sure you get registered. Tonight is the last night for early registration. We have mobile home masterclass with my friend Stephanie. She's going to be breaking down how to get started investing in mobile homes. Isn't that cool? I'm so proud of her. She is just something. She really, really is. So we've been putting together a nice curriculum for you. You'll be able to share that. Make sure you get registered up. You can register in the video description. It's right there below. It's just costs a couple tanks of gas. And tomorrow I got my friend Jordan. He's going to be coming on talking about that 10-unit building he bought in Baltimore. So Jordan is a young investor doing some amazing things, and I'll be able to share. It's an honor to be able to share him with you too. Let's get some Q&A, man. This is my favorite part, doing Q&A. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Any questions you guys got on our seller's market and that offer that we got? Celeste, I need the recorded class. I can't be present. Yeah, I don't have a way to do a just for the recordings. If you want the recordings, you're gonna have to invest in the class too. I don't have a separate registration for just the recordings. If you don't want to do all that now, we will have a product coming out later. I don't know what the investment will be. But yeah, I don't have a way for you just to get the recordings right now. Sorry about that. What up, Eleanor? How you doing, my friend? Fighter pilot, do you think the moratorium will end soon, or do you think the government will continue to extend it? I think it's going to be extended, my friend. I think they're going to extend the moratorium. I think that until they get a handle on this thing, because think about it. You got people getting kicked out. Where are they going to go? Live with people just transmitting this virus? I think we got a little bit more time. Right? A little bit more time on that. Seems like we live in a command economy. Phil, hey, I just found your channel. Love it. Any thoughts on the Las Vegas market? I bought a condo back in 2012 and been waiting for houses to come back down to baseline levels so I can get something bigger. I'm sure Vegas is through the roof right now. If I'm in little old Hampton Roads, I'm imagining Vegas. Yeah, bought a condo. You got some time, bro. This market, all my advisors and my gurus and my masterminds are telling me this market It's here at least for the next year. Right. I don't know if Vegas is going to come down due to the influx of Californians. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. Damon, thank you oh yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. That's an honor to share. Vince, am I familiar with holding property in a spendthrift trust? I'm not sure what that is, my friend. I wouldn't mind learning what that is. I don't know. I'm not sure. So round up, just a short one here for you tonight. I was looking at my little trainings. I'm like, I gotta share you with this offer. Now we did that video. If you just go back through the channel, I went over this whole thing. You'll see a little bit more detail. But I wanted to be able to compare and contrast buyer's market, seller's market, buyer's market. So you guys are gonna see some craziness when this thing cools off and those interest rates start to go up. It is impossible for them to keep those interest rates this low. I mean, we're talking about almost zero, almost zero. Who is this? Patience. That's right. Patience is Derek. I just got approved for 350. What would I buy? I don't know, man. I just don't. For me, like y'all know, I'm in the market to buy too. My wife is. Oh Lord, we got to get a bigger house because we got just had a baby. I've been looking every time I go look at something. I mean, when I show up at the house, there's 4 or 5 cars there. I'm not saying that I'm going to buy anything on the market, right? When I show up, people are already waiting in line to see. So I'm like, Chris, and I tell my wife, babe, I know real estate. That's one thing that I know is real estate, right? It's not the time to buy. All my advisors are telling me, Chris, don't buy. Because the same houses that we're buying now for 300, they're going to come down. Then you're stuck with all that debt, then you're paying more for the house. But the only saving grace to that is, yes, interest rates are lower. So you can make that extra principal payment and you come out okay. But yeah, I just wouldn't buy right now. DC, hey fam, when do you guys have another sale? DC, I'm not sure, my friend. Just make sure you hit the bell and subscribe to the channel so you find out when we do. I haven't, not quite sure. Andrew, what should one put in their direct mail flyers for subject to? Well, I'm not even doing flyers now. We're doing text messaging for that, but I'm not mad at direct mail. I do that too, but I always put full price for your house. Yeah, that's how you get subject twos. Full price for your house. Like, damn, I don't have any equity. Let me call him up. Let me call Andrew up. That's a Big Brother is still a good market for off-market properties. Always, you got to remember this. I don't care if the market is going up, down, left, right, forwards, backwards, or even sideways. You can always make money in real estate. Let me repeat that. I don't care if the market is going up, down, left, right, forwards, backwards, or even sideways. You can make money in real estate. Why? Because people are always dying, people getting divorced, filing bankruptcy, losing their job transfer, drug abuse. And one more is crime, right? People going, doesn't matter, y'all. I remember getting interviewed. The guy interviewed me back in 2012. Doesn't matter. Market, as long as you got the right tools in the toolbox. And I ain't talking about going to the bank, getting a mortgage, 30-year mortgage. My boy called me today. Chris is like, Chris, his name's Chris too. He goes, I don't think investing in real estate is going to the bank and qualifying for a 30-year mortgage loan. I'm like, are you right? You are right about that. That is not investing. That's going to be a slave to the system. But we all have been slaves. I've been a slave. Still am. I got a few loans out there. Vince, who do you recommend for self-directed IRA accounts? Not necessarily think that I recommend them, but I use Equity Trust Company. Also, Quest, I've heard of them. And then my boy Chris uses a small bank, First American Bank in New Mexico. First American Bank. See, here's the thing. Big outfits like Equity Trust, they're going to keep you in line. Keep the IRS off your butt, off your back. Small outfits, they're going to do transactions, send paperwork in. But you might want to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. I would hate for your IRA to get disqualified and then you lose everything in there. Sean, hey, my friend, I sent you a message. Please check okay, I'll do that. How you doing, my friend? Good. Now, thanks for supporting us. They say it's only 1.9 inventory. I believe that. Lysandra, hey, nice smile. Chris, I'm in the midst of buying 18,000 property with EIDL. That is the CARES Act money. I'm trying to understand what all we need to ask the realtor. Also, refi on equality for property. I don't know what that is. Buying an $18,000 property. That's a good idea. Shit, I didn't think about that. Trying to understand what we need to ask the realtor. Man, I have no idea. I would need to look at all this stuff, Lysandra. So many questions. What are the repairs? How old's the roof? Windows, central heating in there. How about the neighborhood? Is there a meth lab next door? Is there a Megan's lost sex offender on this side? Is there a dog kennel across the street? I mean, so much stuff. Janine, oh man, nice picture. Do I think it's a good time to buy land? Yes, I'm looking for land myself. Please, I mean, I missed a lot to buy for my family to build this house. I should have bought it. Yep, good time to buy land. You can always wholesale it to a builder. Oh, I don't know what type of land you're looking for. I don't know if you want to do a development, which I hope you do not do a development right now. It's going to take you 2 years to get the infrastructure in the ground. Only time I think the developments are smart, the one I'm looking at now is like right on the water, because waterfront property very rarely loses too much value, right? But yeah, tell me, Janine, what type of land are you buying? Tell me that first so I can kind of give you what I think. Eleanor, Gamma Plan is another IRA code. Okay, cool. YouTube has the best entertainment. Saeed, I don't know. I'm entertaining. Yeah, I try to keep y'all entertained as you're doing this stuff. So only way you're gonna watch is if I'm entertaining, right? If I'm just talking like this and then we talk to you got to sell it on market. Ain't nobody gonna watch. Yeah, you gotta be entertaining. That is true, Saeed. Big brother, is there going to be an online course for mobile home park investing? Yes, we're working on one. Matter of fact, we spend another hour a day. I'm telling you, Stephanie is just a beast when it comes down to mobile home investing. This lady, she was telling me some of the scripts she's going to give you guys on Wednesday. That's amazing. You can't just go in there and talk to a mobile home park manager any old kind of way. Just don't work like that. You got to know what the hell you're saying, and you can't come off like you're a newbie, right? You got to know what the words. And she's got a whole list of just definitions. What does she call it? She had a name for it. I don't have it. You got to know the lingo. She's got it down. She got it down, y'all. It's so cool. So yes, it will be a course after the line. What's going to happen is after the masterclass, we're going to extract all the questions out of that, and then Stephanie's going to record a course for you. So you can have all the docs, seller finance and the lease, rent to own stuff, wholesale, purchase and sale agreement, all that. Vince Reyes, I just sold a property, going to profit $275. Should I do a 1031 or just pay the taxes? I don't know. Are you a full-time investor? Or do you do one property here and there? If you're full-time, I would definitely, because I was thinking today, thank God for cash flow. Cash flow is who wins the game. Cash is irrelevant to me. If you could take that $75,000 and turn it around and sink it into some more income producing real estate. Let me see. You got $275. You should be able to get that money working at least 10%, right, Vince? Let me get my calculator here. Electromodulator, space modulator. 275. Let's say you get it working at 10%. That's 27,000 for the year, right? That's 27,000. So, man, 27,000. What is that? That's $2,500 a month, or $2,300 a month, my friend. If you can get that working, I would. Let's say you took 100 of it and put it into a flip, and you just took 175 and put it in the long-term holds. See, with 1031s, first of all, you got to have my boy Tony. He did a 1031 and the damn custodian went out of business. So he lost that money. He was in litigation years ago about that. But you got to know what you're doing with that 1031, So you got almost 300,000. You got 90,000 in taxes you're going to give away. Vince, you better put that money in the IRA, dog. Marlon, hey, my friend, nice shirt. Where can I get your docs? Marlon, if you head over to chrishaskins.com, you can get my land trust, purchase and sales agreement, my subject to stuff, everything we use, all the toolbox. Eleanor, got to learn the language. YouTube has the most I need. Saeed, good for you. Good for you. It's gold, baby. Don't play the victim to circumstance. I create circumstances. That's right. Napoleon. I'm not a victim of circumstances. I create circumstances. Shit, I'm the one that create. I am man. I've got a human brain. How do y'all feel about Section 8? All my rounduppers know exactly how I feel about Section 8. I am a proponent. I live in Section 8. That's what I do. I mean, not in the house, but I did a course. It's gold, baby. If you go to chrishaskins.com, I did a full course. I mean, I don't know, 30 plus 40 videos showing you all my lease document, my inspection document, my interface. I can't even think. So I did a course, The Landlord's Guide to Section 8 Housing. Matter of fact, do I still have it here? Yeah, there it is. It's gold, baby. You got to get over there. Shoot, that's what you need right there. Landlord's Guide to Section 8 Housing. You get on that. Got real estate, got attorney Jessica Siegel, now Judge Jessica Siegel. We got Rosanna. She is a housing specialist, a caseworker. So, oh man, Section 8 is my jam. I have paid off houses from Section 8. It's gold, baby. Section 8 is my thing. So I do Section 8 or lease options. That's really where I live. Section 8, direct deposit every month. Don't have to worry about it. Coronavirus, not even on my radar, right? All my Section 8 houses because the government pays it. So yes, I'm a huge Section 8 proponent. That's what we use, right? Absolutely, my friend. I recommend that. Lysandra, I mean, the property is clear of taxes, closing costs. It's a nice property on the side. The older lady can't afford to stay anymore. Okay, yeah, I do Section 8. Yeah, absolutely. If you got the EIDL, there you go. I do that. Janine, the land is a corner lot in a neighborhood block from the university. Previous house burned down. Maybe it's good for student housing. Okay, so you're going to do the deal. Yeah, if you're going to do it. I don't know if I'm able to justify building something and being able to cash flow it unless you're going to live in it. So if it was a duplex, you build it, let's say it costs, I don't know, 170,000. It's kind of hard. Once you're getting up to 200,000, it's hard to cash flow that unless it's a multifamily. So Janine, yeah, if you can do a duplex or a triplex, I'd look at that. But if you're going to build one house, let's say the land was 30, you got to pay 170 to build it. I mean, it's hard to cash flow 200. Yeah, there you go. Multifamily. Absolutely. That's a good one. Vince Rain. Taxes will be around 50,000 here in Cali. But don't forget you got state and federal. Shit, if I would have to pay 50,000 on that, I'd do that deal. On 300, all you got to pay is 50. I'd do that. I'm thinking it's more closer to 30%, but you're talking about that's like you're only paying 20% taxes. Man, you got a good deal. That's a good deal. A Saga, would I receive tax benefits from an owner finance / subject to deal? Absolutely. I've been audited. I've been meaning to do. It's funny you ask, A Saga. I've been audited from the IRS twice. I've been meaning to do a how I survived my IRS audit video. I've been meaning to do that. So let me know if y'all like to see that video. I'm going to go down boom, 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 all the stuff I had to go through. So yes, subject to, you get the write-offs, the interest, and you get to depreciate the property. Same thing with owner financing. Same thing. Big Brother, best Section 8 course in the game. Thank you so much, my friend. Took me some serious time to put that together. Lysandra, I wish you caught your foreclosure video trying to learn refinancing equity from rental property. We love have Section 8. Yep, I would. Well, you need my Section 8 course, and the foreclosure training will be, we're like chopping it up now. It'll be available in a few days, along with some other videos we're going to be putting in for that. So foreclosures is going to be big. It's coming. It's coming, y'all. Tez, hey Tez, I paid for Wednesday's class. I didn't get an email. I'm worried. I'm not worried. Just making sure. Yeah, we sent out emails. I'll send you. As long as you're registered, we have you on a list. Everybody that registered is right on my email autoresponder. It has a little symbol right there. So we're going to pull all those names and make sure you get it. We're going to email you two more times before Wednesday. So we'll get it to you. Big Brother in life. Thinking about doing BRR and putting Section 8 tenants in them. Yeah, you could do that. Marlon, do I have multifamily in my portfolio? I do not. I've only done one multifamily in my entire career, and that was a duplex. I did one. That was a duplex. Uh-oh. Before we get out of here, make sure you guys get registered up for the mobile home 2-day masterclass with starring Stephanie McAnuff. This is something. She's going to be teaching you how to get started in mobile home investing, how to buy these properties, how to locate the seller, how to get out of them, leasing them, renting them home. She's going to give you her lease and her purchase and sales agreement. How do you write this stuff up? Who do you talk to? What documents do you use? You will get all that. And even she's going to give you some checklists on the repairs, how to negotiate with sellers. It's going to be a good event, y'all. Make sure you get signed up. Early registration ends tonight. Comments, let's see. Did that. Vince, I have no choice but to do. Yeah, that's true. That's it, bro. Thank you. Okay, that's all we got. Roundup. So listen, we're in a seller's market right now. Keep that in mind. Don't beat everybody. You guys, including me, I beat myself up. I'm not doing enough. Just get one step better. We're using Facebook now and a little bit of direct mail. We use Facebook for our ads. We use Nate. If you want to check Nate out, there's a link in my channel for Nate to get you all set up with that Facebook stuff. It ain't cheap. We just closed the deal. I cannot wait to share this with you. The seller, I bought this house February 4th. Seller's still in the house, y'all. Still in the house. I can't get her out, right? I did hold back some money, so I'm going to be doing this whole video for you so you can see what it's like to buy a house and leave the seller in it. Y'all, I'm just too nice to people. I'm too nice. My wife always says, Chris, you're too nice. You're a people pleaser. I'm always trying to please somebody, man. Let her stay in there. What's the best leads other than absentee? Multiple mortgages, lien leads, bankruptcy, and divorce. Jonathan, how you doing, my friend? Sean, don't forget you. Okay, you got a Facebook message, right? Yep. You're in a seller's market right now. Please keep that in mind, y'all. Keep it in mind. Be very, very careful. And don't run your business. I got to remember this. When I'm at the foreclosure auction, I'm going back and forth with other buyers. Okay, bid. We got $500 over, $500, $95.5, $95.5, $95.7, $95.8. You have to stick to your guns. Your price is your price. You can go over a little bit, but there are some men in this business or in business that can buy a house and make zero profit. I'm telling you, they exist. Oh, let me stop this. You do not want to bid up against these fools. You don't want to bid up against them. Let me show you what they look like. They're guys, they've got millions of dollars of capital to work with. They do 80 houses a year. Some houses they might make 10,000, they might make 20. Some houses they might lose 5,000. Can you afford to do a house and lose $5,000? I can't. So they'll buy a house just to keep their crews working. All right? You can't. Well, I don't know if you can or not. I can't do that. So I don't recommend my roundup homies to do that. Don't run your business based on another man's numbers. You will be out of business real quick. Calvin, what up? How long do you think we're going to stay at the top of the market? Yeah, Calvin, we got another year on this. We got a year on this, dog. I can't see this thing going nowhere. Hey, Calvin, I will be in touch with you as soon as I get this lady out of here. Oh, God. She says she's going to be out by the weekend. She says that, y'all. So stay tuned. We'll see. I held $1,000 back, so I'm hoping that $1,000 will get her out. Roundup. I love you guys. You always show up for your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Take a few seconds. Hit that bell. All right. You'll see a membership button down there somewhere. Members will get their questions answered first, and it will help support the channel so I can keep making this content for you. Why? I'm telling you, I love you. Not a lot of gurus and other investors are going to say they love the people. I'm telling you, I want to see you succeed. No more broke people. No more. The market is booming. You don't have to do a million deals. Just get a 1 or 2 under your belt so you can believe that it's real, right? You can do this. Roundup, I'll see you. Matter of fact, tomorrow, my boy Jordan. Tomorrow we got Jordan coming on. He'll be at 7:30 tomorrow. He's going to talk to you about, he bought that 10-family unit in Baltimore, Maryland. There's amazing stuff going on, y'all. We got some pictures for you. And last time, this is it. The Mobile Home Masterclass. Early registration ends tonight. So get registered up. Roundup, I love you. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Peace.